Hello wonderful traders, this is UCFS. On this video I'm going to show you the secrets of how I flipped a $5 account to $82. Yes, I know that sounds impossible, but I did it and you too can even do better. If only you would follow these secrets I'm about to show you, so stay tuned. So let's get to it. Just like I normally say, this channel is all about helping new and struggling traders to become acquainted with the necessary information and knowledge on how to become profitable in the forex market, for even advanced traders to even become more profitable. So support us on this wonderful journey by clicking on the red subscribe button and the bell notification icon to stay connected and receive every secret revealing content about forex trading. And don't forget to drop in the comment section any topics that you would like us to make videos on. So we are here to help you grow in any way we can. So let's get to it. So yeah, here is a picture of the account. As you can see, it's actually a real account. So yeah, yeah. So here is me telling my friend how I actually grew the account from $5 to $82, as you can see. So yeah, the actual amount was actually of 50 USD. So I went on a serious drawdown to $5. So that was serious, but I didn't blow the account. So I'm going to show you the exact breakdown of the trades that I took that made me this money and some other trades that I took within that period. Yeah, so let's get to it. Yeah, so here we are on my Instagram page. So this is where I normally post trades, before they actually happen. So there is this particular trade that I took on GBP USD. Yeah, see the trade here. I posted it before it happened. So actually on the 15th or 16th of February. So this is actually when the trade played out. And yeah. So there is this particular trade I took on Euro JPY. I think here is it. So I will be breaking this trade down. I didn't actually post it before so I didn't drop the analysis here, but this trade actually made me lots of profits. So here in this trade, as you can see, this when I analyzed it. So this is how it was going. This is how it was going. This is how it ended. So I made a cool cash on this trade. So I'm going to be breaking it down right from the beginning to the end. So stay tuned as I break it down. So I actually took this trade on 8th of March. So stay tuned while I break it down for you. Yeah, so here we are on the real chart. This is Euro JPY. This is the monthly chart. So I'm going to be breaking the trade down. So we are starting on the monthly time frames. So basically we start on the monthly time frames to understand what the market is about to do or what the market has already done, to actually build a story from it and anticipate where price is heading next. So we would like to pen this down as the number one secret to understand the higher time frames direction. So as you can see, price moved up, came back and tested this demand zone. Then after that, the market went back up to fill this inefficiency. So we had a market inefficiency, or you can call it imbalance or fair value gaps. So the market actually came back and filled this inefficiency. So in case if you don't understand much, you don't know much about the smart money concepts, things like these inefficiencies and stuff like that. So I have a compiled video ranging from episode 1 to episode 5, explaining everything to understand and to be able to trade the smart money concept. So I laid the knowledge, I put everything together as much as I can, So unlike other YouTube videos, you won't actually find it in an orderly form. So I placed it, I organized it in an orderly form. So do well to check it after this video. The link is down in the description below. So let's go back to what we're saying. So here on the chart, we are now dealing with this range. So I see price has filled this market imbalance. So there is tendency that price is would head down, but price is still unwilling to go down. So going down to the weekly time frame, I spotted a nice break of structure right here. So price tapped into this other block, as you can see, tapped into this other block, and as well we had a nice other block inside this area. So I practically took this the trade on March of 8th, just like I showed you, or is it March 16th? Or it was around March. So here is this our date showing March here. So this is where exactly I took this trade from. As you can see, this trade continue going all the way up, but I just took the little I can, grab. So I'm going to break this down. So I looked on my left, I saw this supply zone or order block. Price tapped into this order block after taking out this liquidity here, this equal high. So and below we have a nice order block here as well. So I started focusing on this order block, waiting for price to come back to this order block. And as I was waiting for price to come back to this order block, I was waiting for some specific things to happen. I was waiting for liquidity to be taken out in form of equal lows. As you can see, price came here. Some traders were actually trapped long here. So they were all taken out before it tapped into this demand level. As you can see, it was quick and snappy. So there was so much liquidity inside this area. So many people were going long, less informed traders were going long. So they were taking out, this is what we actually call liquidity. They were taking out and market boom went up. So I'm going to be breaking this down. So we're going to be marking out that area as our order block. So we have a nice order block inside this area. So I was waiting for price to come back, and it actually gave me exactly what I was looking for. I was waiting for liquidity to be grabbed. So let's scale down to the daily time frame. So here on the daily time frame, you can see that price nicely tapped into this order block and left just like that. So I saw this liquidity, these tons of liquidity lying below this area. So it has so much liquidity lying inside this area. So let's go down to the H4 time frame to actually explain more. But before that, just like I normally do, after it tap into our order block, let's say daily order block like this, in this scenario we have a daily order block. So after price tapped into our daily order block and taking out liquidity, so we scale down to the lower time frames to spot a nice price action, signaling that this market is about to go in our favor. So we scale down to lower time frame, find other blocks as well, wait for break of structure and discount levels, then we take our trade. So let's go down to the H4 time frame. Yeah, so here we are on H1 time frame. So for those that don't actually know much about order blocks, I don't actually want this video to be too long, so I have a separate video saying everything I know about order blocks, how to trade them, how to get those super sniper entries and everything. So I'll be placing the link in the description below as well. So here, just like I said, you need to understand the higher time frame direction. You need to know what this higher time frame is actually doing. So if you have a small account, you must and you should know what the higher time frame is saying, because if you get that account loan, it's gonna be messy, So you have to understand what the higher time frame is actually saying. So you have to know a lot. So you don't come down to the lower time frame after marking out your zones. Just like I have here, I have my other blocks I marked out from the higher time frame. I normally mark out my other blocks on from higher time frame because other blocks from higher time frame are most effective. So after marking out your other blocks, so you wait for market to do what you want it to do. So you don't just jump into the market. So just like I said, I marked out the order block and I was expecting price to give me liquidity. So I didn't just enter the trade because it was an order block. So you get the point? So I was waiting for what I wanted to see the market do. So I saw liquidity being grabbed. So that's still not enough to take the trade. I have to come down to my lower time frame to confirm my entries. So here on the lower time frames, I'm as well looking out for lower time frame order blocks. So after price tapped into this area, which is our daily order block, as you can see, price tapped into this order block, created this high, and after that price broke structure. So my lower time frame confirmations, I need to see a break of structure. Yeah, so I saw a break of structure here. I saw another break of structure as well. So this is actually to confirm that this trade is about to go in our direction. Before that happened, let's go down to the 15 minutes time frame because that's where I normally take my entries from. So I'll be breaking more of how, because I caught the trade right from this area. So I'm going to break that down as well. So I need to see a break of structure, order block formation, break of structure, and a tap into my lower time frame order blocks before taking my entry. So this is my rule, my lower time frame confirmation rule. I need to see a lower time frame order block, break of structure, liquidity, and a tap into my order block. Just exact same thing I look out for on higher time frame. So let's hop into the 15-minute time frame. Let me explain more on how I took the trade. So here on the 30 minutes time frame, let me break the trade down. So as I saw price tap into this demand zone, I was waiting for specific things. So you need to wait for specific things to happen. So you need to have you need to kind of forecast the market, what you want to see the market do. Then when the market start doing that thing, you play along. You have a set of rules that you obey as the market give you certain price actions. So I was waiting for the market to tap into my order block after a grab of liquidity, which it did. And I have certain rules I use to trade on lower time frame to catch the trades. So here, first of all, the price tapped into this demand zone. First of all, it tapped right here, but I didn't start taking my trades because there was no confirmation yet. So I'm going to be showing you the confirmation that I use to trade this strategy. So first of all, if you go down to the M15 time frame, you will spot a nice order block inside this area. So there's a nice order block inside that area. So I marked out the order block and I was waiting for price to take out this small little high here. So this is exactly what I follow and what I trade on this strategy. So I wait for a break of structure and I saw this break of structure. Price took out this high and I had equal lows, the same liquidity that I had on daily time frame. So I wait for the same exact thing down to the lower time frames. So I waited for price to grab liquidity. We had equal lows right there, as you can see. So let me mark it out. So we had equal lows. So I actually wanted to see a break of structure, build up of liquidity in form of equal lows, and a tap into this other block. And I saw that exactly. That's why I took the trade. So here you can see, and this happened at specific times, So most of this liquidity are built during the Asian session. So as you can see, and I normally trade, I don't trade the Asian session, by the way. So I focus on trading the London opens and the London New York overlap. So I was waiting to see a tap into this order block during London open or New York overlap. So if it taps in during Asian session, I'm not going to take it. So I have specific rules. So you have to bring out rules that you need to obey, to enhance your trading. So I saw a price take out liquidity. First of all, if you check the time here, you see that this liquidity was actually grabbed during the London open. It was around my time is actually GMT plus one. So it was around the early mornings, that was during the London open. There was liquidity purge. So they took out liquidity here, as you can see. So and so as you can see, so I was working with my session. So I don't trade the Asian session, just like I said. So I follow my session to have more confirmation before I take my trades. So I saw liquidity being taken out during the London open. So I knew, okay, there will be a reversal after this big red candle. So I waited to see a tap into this other block, and price tapped into this other block. So I started to take my entries from this area. So the trade was basically I was risking about, just I put my stop loss just below this I think below this other blocks. So that was about 24 pips. So where was I targeting? So I was targeting, I know this was actually a swing trade, but I wasn't, I didn't actually want to take to waste all of the time on holding trades and stuff like that. So it was actually a small account. So imagine holding trades on small account, what are you expecting? So I need to grab the one that I needed to grab and get up the market. So I was actually targeting these highs. So from the picture, you will see that I was targeting this area because I thought that the market would actually um, return from this area, maybe tap into maybe another block, to continue moving up. But that didn't actually happen. The market continued moving up. Why? Because there was so much liquidity in this market. A lot of people were actually selling from this point, thinking that the market will actually continue going down. But this is actually liquidity being grabbed. So there was so much liquidity, they had no time to, the small money institution had no time to actually come back to mitigate some other blocks. They were just, moving because there was so much liquidity in the market. So I was just focusing on taking this trade to get as much as I can, because this is actually a small account. So as you can see from the target, I was targeting about 200 pips. So it's actually a 1 to 8 risk to reward ratio. So you need to be targeting nothing less than 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio when you are trading small accounts. So if you can be patient enough, wait for your strategy or whatever you trade to play out, then confirm it with your rules, the rules that you actually follow. So I would actually recommend that you learn this strategy that I actually use, because I've used many strategies before I actually found this one. So when I found this one, I was like, oh, this is it. And I've been using it to flip small accounts. So because why? Because it gives me those small stop losses and those big take profits. So I would actually recommend that you sit back and learn to how to trade this strategy. So this is actually the trade breakdown. So just like I said, understand the higher time frame directional bias, know where the price is coming from or where price is going to. Mark out what you want to see the market do. If you have other blocks, mark it out, wait for price to come back to your other blocks, and it must take out liquidity before tapping into your other blocks. Then after that, you now scale down to lower time frames. Wait for the same thing. lower time frame order block after tapping into your higher time frame order block. Then you wait for break of structure, liquidity as well, and you wait to take your trades during these two specific sessions, which are the London and the New York. Avoid trading the Asian session. That's, you will get liquidated. So this is actually it. So the market gets active during this London opens basically, and during the New York or the London overlap. So you have to organize your strategy to work with sessions that trades has volatility, because you need to be trading using the volatility. There must be volatility in the market before you place your trades. So I think this is all for this video. So do well to check out my videos on Let's Smart Money concept to actually understand more of this strategy, so that you can be able to trade your small accounts, because you're going to be having stop loss will be as small as 10 pips, 15 pips, and you'll be targeting nothing less than 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, which is a good amount to target. So imagine taking this trade and getting 200 pips. That's actually $20 using 0.01 lot size. So that's actually massive. So do well to check out the videos, and don't forget to drop any video that you like us to make, any topics that you like us to make videos on, and subscribe to stay connected to the channel, because we're going to be bringing a whole lot on your way. So see you on the next video. Yeah.